Hello my friends and welcome back to Microphonic Designs. I want to talk today about Wi-Fi routers. So as we get into the 2023 season, as of the recording of this video, one of the things that I've been looking to do is upgrade my Wi-Fi connection to digital mixers. So as a lot of you may know, or if you're not familiar, a lot of current digital consoles that are popular for the marching arts have the ability to be controlled wirelessly via an iPad or tablet of some kind. And the way that we do that is with a Wi-Fi router. Now, the Wi-Fi router itself does not actually connect us to the internet, but it is the way that we connect to the mixing console so that we can, do audio engineering stuff from way up in the stands. So, when I'm out at a rehearsal during the fall, having that wireless connection to the console is so valuable because it allows me to do my job better as a sound engineer and make sure that I'm not spending time, like rehearsal time, running up and down the stands or, interrupting the director's feedback from up top with, yelling instructions for someone to make a change in the mixer. So it's just way easier for me to be able to do what I'm hired to do if I have a solid connection to the console from, like I said, where I'm sitting in the stands. Now, for the longest time, I'm talking about a decade, I have had my trusty Netgear wireless router. I think I've had this thing since college. This is a 10-year-old Netgear N300 wireless router, WNR 2000 V3, if that matters to you. No external antennas, just this box. Of course, it needs a power cable, and I usually keep an Ethernet cable in my toolkit for the fall so I can hook this up to any consoles where the ensemble may not have a router of their own. So this has been my trusty go-to because I've had it for the longest time. But last year I think it started to see the end of its time because quite frankly I was losing connection quite a bit. I didn't have as much distance as I used to with it, and it was just time to upgrade. So I've talked about this a lot, just kind of in passing with my folks and my parents, and so they gave me a Linksys router that they had that was extra. So this one has 4 external removable antennas, which is really great because that's going to help boost the signal a lot more than my Netgear one. This is the Linksys WRT32X. I believe this is a router specific to like wireless gaming, internet gaming, and I'm glad to have it in my arsenal. This is probably going to be great for situations where I'm not as far up, or there's no stands. Maybe we're on a practice field or something like that. It's got plenty of Ethernet jacks on the back. It does require an external power cable, which of course I've got. And I need to get this configured with the Microphonic Designs company name and all that stuff, like with the network and everything. But I do have this, and the idea that I also had, and a big thanks to my folks, by the way, for giving this to me. I think it was just an extra that they weren't using anymore, and so we had a family trip recently. So, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom. This is awesome. Moving on to, like I said, the idea that I had. I found this on Amazon. This is a travel size Wi-Fi router. It's USB powered. It's got 2 little Ethernet ports, the wireless area network and the local area network. And this one actually comes with 2 removable antennas as well. And I had the idea to get a small sized Wi-Fi router just so it's less stuff that I'm having to carry around. But the USB powered option is also really awesome because I can plug it right into a Yamaha TF5, for example, and the console powers the Wi-Fi router that allows me to connect the console. This here is the GL-iNet 300M mini smart router, model number GL-AR300M16-EXT, and I believe the -EXT denotes the external antennas. And so, this is, I've tested the Wi-Fi router just here in my office. It does allow me to connect to a TF console, and it'll allow me to connect to whatever other console I'm trying to work with. So this is awesome. And there's one more trick up my sleeve though, because a little travel Wi-Fi router, this isn't necessarily gonna, allow me to have rock solid connection way up at the top of the stadium. So that's just only part of the puzzle here. So I purchased, and it just arrived today, This is a Simple WiFi Yagi booster antenna, and I've never done an unboxing before, so we're gonna actually crack this out of the box and take a look. So this is a first for y'all and for me. I actually got the idea to pick this up from Dan Dara at Colleyville Heritage High School. He's the percussion director out there, and I was fortunate to work with them a couple times last year, and he had one of these things, and I was way the heck up, way up in the press box of a very tall stadium, and I didn't have a single dropout. I had rock solid connection to the console the entire rehearsal. It was great, and so I thought I would combine the booster antenna with the travel Wi-Fi router as a really portable mobile setup. So out of the box right away, we've got a bunch of interesting looking foam, and I've never seen this type of packing foam before. That's really interesting. So let's get this out of here. I'm just gonna toss these on the floor. I'll pick these up in a minute. But I really do like how protected this thing is. And you know what? I may opt to keep these in this box for all the travel I have to do this coming fall, which is a lot. And here it is. So this thing looks like a model submarine to me. I got the clear version. They also have a black, and I opted for the clear just because I thought it looked cool. We'll get it out the bubble wrap here in just a second. Let's see. This is the mini tripod that comes with it. It's the mini tripod for desktop antennas. Now I went with the desktop indoor version simply because I don't want to have to mount it to anything. So if you look at simplewifi.com, the outdoor version has like a pretty hardcore mount for putting on a pole. But you know, we're going to be setting ours up every single rehearsal and taking it down. So I wanted the indoor version. And then it's got a little antenna cable here, which again is going to connect where one of these go on the travel Wi-Fi, or I could even connect this to the Linksys router. I have yet to do some tests on kind of what combination I think is going to work best, but I'm going to be doing a video about that in the coming weeks. Just here in the neighborhood, like I'm going to set the console up. I have a TF1. I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to walk down the street as far as I can go to see how far this antenna really will get me. And that's it. The rest of the box is just bubble wrap and foam. And I want to go ahead and take this out of the bubble wrap. Let's see if I can do this safely. I may have to go get a pair of scissors. All right, they definitely made sure this is going to be safe. There we go. Now I am a little bit upset that when I touch this, it's going to leave fingerprints on it, but that's all right. This is going to get a lot of good use. So there we have it, Simple Wi-Fi. This is the dual band, the 2.4 and 5 gigahertz booster antenna, tripod clear, and it looks really good. It looks really cool. This is the little mount for the tripod at the bottom. And I've got some other little tripods that I may put it on instead of the one that came with it, but we will check it out to see how it goes. But this is it. This is sort of the combination I was looking for. I've been so excited to buy this for the last few months. I've been planning on picking this up. And finally I decided, you know what? It's the start of the season for me. Let me go ahead and order this so that I've got it and I'm ready to go for rehearsal season. So yeah, there you have it. This is the, again, the Simple Wi-Fi Yagi booster antenna for the 2.4 through 5.7 gigahertz, and I think it's supposed to boost it up to 14 dBi, which is a lot of tech jargon that even I don't really understand, but the thing that I'm trying to keep in mind is that this is supposed to let me connect to a Wi-Fi router from up to, I think, like a half mile away or something crazy like that, certainly within the confines of a football stadium. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm super excited to get some tests going with this. Like I said, just here in the neighborhood. Leave some comments or questions down below. Let me know if you think that this is going to be a good combination for me this season. I certainly think it will be, and I'm definitely excited to see how it turns out. All right, y'all. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one.